Good afternoon and greetings to everyone. God bless each of you, and we take this time to welcome you officially to this momentous occasion that we are here to celebrate today. Wonderful people and the great things that they have done, and we welcome each of you here. I will give an official welcome shortly, but we are ready to begin our program ceremony for today. And we begin with Miss Indra A. Thomas, and then I shall return.
So if you would join with me in the singing of the national anthem.
Amen. Thank you so much, Miss Indra. Today we have a great program ahead of us that we are celebrating, and it shall proceed as follows. I will give the welcome, followed by the acknowledgement of dignitaries, the welcome response, as well as the invocation by the Reverend Dr. Gerald Durley. We will then have a musical selection, again by Miss Indra A. Thomas, followed by moments of reflections by Reverend Dr. Clayton E. Taylor, Sr. Then we shall have the honorees response by Mr. Reginald Johnson, followed by another honorees response, Mr. Steve Flores. And then the community response, Dr. Zarita Christine Buchanan. And then we shall pause for the presentation of the awards at that time. And so for our welcome, again, I welcome you to this amazing place of worship and praise, not because I'm being biased and this is my church, but it happens to be a wonderful place, and we are so excited to have this opportunity to welcome each of you here today. And so I bid a good afternoon to all of you beautiful and amazing human beings who are here today, to all of our distinguished guests, to Dr. Beverly Key, and most importantly, to our honorees of the 2024-2025 Presidential Volunteer Service Awards. On behalf of this church, the St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church, here in the great city of East Point, Georgia, it is both my delight and my honor to welcome you into this house of worship. Whether this is your first time visiting with us, or perhaps you even call this place home, today we gather here together as one family. This is no ordinary occasion. Today we celebrate service. We celebrate those who have answered a higher call, people who have chosen to give of themselves for the good of others. Scripture reminds us in Matthew 23:11 that the greatest among you shall be your servant. And by that measure, each of you being honored today embodies true greatness. In a world that so often chases after titles, platforms, and recognition, you remind us of something much greater and something much deeper. That leadership is not about how high you climb, but it's about how many people you're able to lift up on your way up. You are living examples of Galatians 5:13, which tells us through love we should serve one another. And it's that love that has fueled your service to humanity. Here at St. Paul, our mission is very clear, for we are here to evangelize to the lost, to make disciples of the saved, to provide ministry for the needs of others, and to help build God's kingdom while even here on earth. And when we look at you today, our honorees, we see that mission in action. You are walking sermons, messages of compassion, of perseverance, of faithfulness that preach much louder than any microphone could ever project. So today, we not only celebrate you, but we also honor your work. We celebrate and honor the hands that have worked, your hearts that have cared, and your sacrifices that have truly made the difference in this world. You remind us that service is not small, but service is yet sacred. And to all of you, indeed, our very special guests, whether you came to cheer on a loved one, to witness this great honor, or to simply be in the atmosphere of this church auditorium, we thank God for each of you today because your presence makes this experience and this day much richer. So I invite all of you to lean in, to smile wide, and prepare for a great day of celebration and one of joy. Because today we not only recognize our award recipients, but we honor the very heart of Christ, who said in Mark 10:45, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve." So once more, on behalf of our senior pastor, the Reverend Dr. Clayton Eugene Taylor, myself, and our entire church family, you are welcome in this place. And may this celebration inspire us all to go greater, to love deeper, and to live higher. Enjoy this celebration. You are welcome in this place. Amen. Thank you. If there are any honorees who are yet in the audience, if you would please come to the choir loft. Brother ushers and sister ushers, if you would please escort our honorees to the choir loft. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you very much. I do want to take this time also to honor a very few special dignitaries that are here today. And if you are here and able to stand, if you would please do so that we can properly recognize your presence. Dr. Jules Shannon Smith and Dr. John Smith. Amen. God bless you. Welcome. These are the beloved parents of honoree Dr. Lisa Shannon. Also, Attorney Patricia Russell McLeod, who is the 11th International President of the Links Incorporated. God bless you. God bless you, Attorney McLeod. And the Honorable Philip Jackson. If you would please stand to thy rear. God bless you. Thank each of you and thank all of you for your presence today. And now we will have Dr. Durley to come and to give the welcome response as well as the invocation.
I feel that I should rise to give the benediction because we've had a powerful message already. Good afternoon. and welcome to one of the most significant events in America. This is not about talking about, isn't it a break to get away from hearing about Comey and hearing about and being in some place that's very important and very powerful. The recognition and awarding of 24 well-earned and deserved recipients of the highly and distinguished Medal of Honor, the Leadership Award, Lifetime Leadership Award. Today is so special. Today we come to those that thought it not robbery to simply get up and say how important it is to serve, to give. We live in a myopic world where everybody is taking and snatching and grabbing. Those sitting behind me, they understand and understood what it meant to give. Let me, before I start and say a couple of words, let me thank Dr. Beverly Key for her perseverance, dedication, enduring faith to honor today's recipients. When the current administration said that this was no longer to be an AmeriCorps cut the funds back, sometimes when funds are cut back, we say, oh, what can we do? And we just back away. We're living in an era now where we can't back away. This is not our first lynching. We understand what it means to stand boldly and never back up, never bend, and never bow. Beverly Key is that kind of person who almost single-handedly stood and said, I will not bend, I will not bow, and I will not break up, because there are too many unrecognized and unrewarded people. So will you join me in giving her a round of applause? Oh, you can do better than that. This lady stood the test of time in the middle of all the opposition. That's all we're facing. And when they say we can't, we say we can. She has done it. We tend to take things for granted. Oh, this is just a little Baptist church. This is Saturday. This is one of the most prestigious awards to honor people for their sustained service and all that they've done. When you think about it, over the years, Julio Iglesias, Michael Jackson, Amal Jamal, the Isley Brothers, these are all recipients of today's award. Oh, yeah, and me. Sometimes you got to blow your own horn every now and then, because, you know, volunteers don't get it that often, so every now and then. But these folks behind me are there, and they're so important. We're in the right place at the right time. St. Paul's Baptist Church has always been a volunteer service organization, a center filled with love that's always reached out for decades here in the city of Atlanta. Seldom am I in a place where I'm taller, somebody's taller than me, but there are some recipients in here I heard today that are 7 feet tall. Am I right? Some tall people here today. But also, more importantly, there are those behind me, not tall in height, but tall in their accomplishments, tall in what they can do, tall in what they say, tall in how they say it, tall in what they do when they walk into a room and they know that there's something special that they have to do, and they do it unselfishly. That's who we're honoring here today. I'm not going to sit back and say, a lot of people get up and say, well, I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy it. I don't want you to sit back and relax. I want you to let these people know how much we love, how much we appreciate them, how much they have done for us and continue to do. Appreciate their caring. Appreciate their caring. Grateful for their service. Thankful that they never quit. Let them all know the way that they are special, and let them hear when they get up, when it comes time for their honor, let them hear that we love them. And there's nothing wrong in God's house to just, rather than praise and thank you, Lord, and thank you, Jesus, sometimes we got to say, thank you all for all you've done. You mean a whole lot to all of us. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and praise for the lifetime awardees of today. Thank you very much. And thank you for welcoming us, Dr. Taylor.
He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the woods and the waters in his hand. He's got the woods and the waters in his hand. He's got the sun and the moon right in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the birds and the bees right in his hand. He's got the birds and the bees right in his hand. He's got the beast of the field right in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got you and me right in his hand. He's got you and me right in his hand. He's got everybody in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand.
I'm a little old and slow. To our presider, Pastor Christopher Taylor, to our beautiful, wonderful executive director, Dr. Beverly Keys, and her assistants, and to the honorees of this occasion, and to all of my dear brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. I want to preface my assignment by saying that 80 years of living here on planet Earth, 62 years of preaching the gospel, 59 years of pastoring the same church have taught me a great lesson. And that is to write down what I'm going to say, make it short and sweet, and then sit down when I get through. Let me begin by saying that I am delightfully pleased today that all of you have joined here with us on this very momentous occasion. For we have gathered here today from various avenues and walks of life for this 2025 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Ceremony. And oh, what a grand, marvelous, magnificent, and exciting event this is. We're here to honor some of the great giants and legends, heroes and sheroes of our time, who are making a tremendous difference in their various communities and also in their respective fields of endeavor. We, the members of St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church, best church on this side of Stone Mountain, along with Pastor Christopher Taylor and myself, we want to express our profound gratitude to you, Dr. Key, amen, and to your amazing organization for giving us the honor of hosting this historic event. And on a personal note, I concur with you, Dr. Durley. I want to thank you, Dr. Beverly Key, for your dedication and your unwavering commitment to excellence. You're such an inspiration to all of us here. And we appreciate you for being the amazing, phenomenal, and exceptional person that you are. Now, let me take just a moment to congratulate the recipients of both the 2024 and 2025 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. We congratulate you for your outstanding accomplishments and achievements. As a proud recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award back in 2022, along with Dr. Ann Watts, the Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr., Dr. Lawrence Carter, and Dr. Benjamin Chavis, and others, I know from my own personal experience the feeling of excitement and exhilaration running through the veins of all of these honorees as they experience the magic of this moment. For it is indeed a privilege and a great honor to be nominated and to be chosen for such a prestigious award. I read somewhere in the Holy Book where it says that many are called, but few are chosen. And to all of our honorees here today, let me hasten to say that you have been chosen to receive this prestigious presidential award, not because of your wealth, your status, or your power, or your good looks. You've been chosen not because you're a member of the Prince Hall Masons, or the Eastern Stars, or the Divine Nine. You've not been chosen based on your political connection or your religious affiliation, but rather all of you have been chosen because of your notable contributions and your sacrificial service for the advancement of mankind and for the betterment of our human society. And in no uncertain terms, you have been chosen because all of you have answered the call to greatness. And the call to greatness is a call to service. In the Shakespearean play, The Twelfth Night, William Shakespeare said, "Some men are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them." And then some years ago, a great American hero, a native son of Georgia, a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and a distinguished Morehouse brother by the name of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he put it this way: everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. And you don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. And so to our honorees today, we thank you for being that kind of servant, for we are encouraged by your good works, and we are inspired by your shining example. For you have taught all of us that there is no limit to what God can do for us when we use what he gives us to help others. And so when this great ceremony shall have ended, let us all go back to our various communities and let us keep marching to the cadence of that great Christian hymn, "A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, who gave his son, my soul to save and fitted for the sky, to serve this present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may all my power engage to do my master's will.
Thank you, Beverly. Again, I can't say how this make me feel today to be here in front of a lot of friends. A lot of friends get a chance to say something. They got to listen to me, you know, they got to listen. And, you know, I'm gonna make sure they listen too. You know, my brother and I, we started a foundation in 1983, 84. And my aunt, Alice Bussey White, she helped us put the paperwork together. She made sure we did what we said we were going to do, which we started out just handing out school supplies. When school got ready to start, my brother and I went try to find the cheapest school supplies we can find. And we made sure a lot of the kids come to Poplar Spring Church and County Line Church, get some of those supplies. We did that for years, and then we went on and started mentoring a lot of kids. We're going into schools. Man, right now, we must be on mentoring over 1,000 kids. You know, we're taking them to the basketball games, taking them to football games, taking them to the park. We do a little program in Ellenwood where we have Ellenwood Community Roundup, County Line Ellenwood Community Roundup. And it's still going on today. It'll be 30 years today, this year. When I got my call, my brother and I was on our way to a meeting in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where we had got together, it must have been about 100 men. We was going there and talk to them, let everybody vent out their differences and whatever's going on. I get a call from Beverly, and she said, she told me that I'd be a good candidate for this award. I didn't think too much about it because I didn't know too much about the award at the time and what it meant and how important this award is for me, my family, my friends, and everybody. And while I got this moment, I want to just say, give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Lonnie Edwards, sitting over there. Dr. Lonnie Edwards. Dr. Edwards always kept us in line ever since elementary school. He always kept us in line. He was one of the first black directors in the DeKalb school system that had a real job other than teaching. You know, so that made a big difference. So he was able to mentor a lot of guys. Harold Hubbard, he mentored him as well. And so Beverly gave us the call. My brother and I was in the car. She also told him that he was going to get an award as well. So we went out to the program and had a good meeting out there. But later on after that, my brother got sick. You know, so he couldn't be with us at that time. But I guarantee you, he with us today. He with us today. And we will make sure that he get this award. His family's here. Let me call Rodney down. Rodney, come on down. Now, a lot of people who seen us in the past, you know, they know when they see me standing here, know how tall I am. They knew Ronnie. They knew Ronnie. And this is Ronnie 100%. Come on. This is right. this guy right here, him and Randy and him got the lookalike contest maybe 10 times at South DeKalb Mall. They told them they can't be in the lookalike contest no more. They become judges in that program. So it's just like him being here today with me right now. I got tears in my eyes seeing this. But I'm gonna let him talk a little bit. Go ahead, Rod. I want you to say something about.
Making me get choked. First, I want to thank the organization for recognizing my dad, recognizing his life and his contribution. This moment means more to our family than I can fully express. We feel his absence deeply today, and we also feel his presence in the stories, the laughter, and the quiet nods that I see in this room from the people who knew and loved him, as well as in the spirit of this award. My father was a man of many passions, and he loved the thrill of the hunt, the roar of an engine on a racetrack, and the peace of sitting by a campfire under the stars. Those weren't just hobbies to him. Those were reflections of who he was. Hunting taught him patience and respect for nature. Racing taught him discipline and courage and focus. And camping gave him the chance to finally slow down and breathe deeply and connect with family. If Dad was here, he'd probably say that this award isn't just about him. He'd say it's about everyone who walked with him on his journey. He'd likely point to everyone first, those who stayed late, friends who showed up, and family who kept him grounded. But this moment, it is about him. It's about the example he set for all of us, about the standard and the legacy he left. See, Dad didn't chase spotlights. He followed purpose, and he believed that the measure of a life is the difference that it makes in others' lives. One of my favorite memories of Dad is how busy he stayed, how he always had something to do and somewhere to go. And if you weren't careful, you'd mess around and ended up spending your day running around with him too. And once you spent that day with him, you realize that Dad worked hard. He played hard, and he loved fiercely. Whether he was mentoring others or turning a wrench on a car or just sitting quietly in the woods staring at a campfire, he gave his whole heart to what mattered first, or what mattered most. So on behalf of our family, thank you for honoring him today. Now this award would not just sit on the shelf, it will remind us to keep living with the passion, the drive, and the heart that he showed every day. And as we accept this award, I'm reminded that legacies are not trophies on shelves. They're responsibilities in our hands. My father would not want this moment to end with applause. He would want it to continue with action, with each of us taking up one step closer to the kind of courage, fairness, and generosity that he lived. Dad, I miss you. We love you, and we keep carrying your legacy forward, whether it's on the open road or under the night sky, and in everything we do. If love could have kept you, you would still be here. And since it could not, we'll just let love lead us through the grief and to the good you set in motion. We'll carry your name not as a weight, but as a way to remind us that community is not a concept, it's a practice. And the bond of family is not just in blood, but it's in the way that we hold ourselves together. Thank you.
Also, I want to say, my Karita's my wife. She's here today too. I had to give her a shout out as well. But this award, man, it means so much. Like I said, I didn't have no idea what I was getting into, and it just opened up a whole lot of other doors. It opened up a whole lot of doors. So I hope you guys who are receiving the award today, I hope you understand how important it is, because we had been doing what we're doing so long. I have a lot of people that receiving awards now under us that doing great things. Great things. Pat, you know, I could say, Kimbo, is an author, written 3 books. He go into schools with us, you know, help mentoring kids just like Pat do. At the hospital, we draw on shoes and take kids. Still got a big crate full of those shoes we got to take. You know, so it just opened up a whole lot of doors, and for you, the people who are doing and mentoring kids and mentoring adults, you know, because sometimes adults need mentoring as well. You know, so you have to reach out to them because it's never ending. It's never ending. It'll clear your heart, clear your mind, and that's all we ask for right now because we need that right now in our life. We need this in our life right now. We need to help one another. We need to help one another. So Beverly, again, thank you for this award, for giving me this opportunity to be here today, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys afterwards. All right, thank you.
Thank you so very kindly. Mr. Steve Flores. A vision bearer. Amen. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, one of the things that I do in the community, for all the people that I worked with in the past 40 years, is as a storyteller. So I wish to speak about a small, very quick story. There once was this Native American man who decided he had something to say, and he wanted to say it to everyone that he possibly could. So in those days where he lived in his nation, they communicated with smoke signals. So he went and gathered sacred cedar, and he built a fire. He also had gone and found the best blanket that he could find. And so he started sending up these signals with his message. And all of a sudden, from the desert, an atomic test went off. And the mushroom cloud engulfed the whole area. And as he fell back, he looked up and he said, "Well, hell, I wish I would have said that." And so all these great speakers that are here today make me feel like that Indian that was sending up smoke signals. But I am very honored today to be here standing, speaking amongst the giants. And I mean that sincerely. And all their friends and relatives here that have supported all of us and make a difference in our lives, our children, our cousins, our aunts, friends, and so forth. And to give a message very simple, because I know a lot of people are afraid now in the climate that we live in. There's so much fear, and we've lived it before. Year after year, this nation struggled. And my word to you is from a song. It's basically, change is going to come. Change is going to come. Bless you all. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you, my friends. And as long as I stand up, you are all my relatives.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a blessing it is to be here at St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church to celebrate this momentous occasion. Today, we honor servant leaders whose lives of dedication and sacrifice have earned the highest recognition of service, the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. In a time where our stories are too often overlooked and our history is being erased, it is essential that we pause to uplift and recognize the servant leaders among us. Their tireless work reminds us that greatness is not measured by what we gain, but by what we give. The Bible tells us in Galatians 6:9, "Let us not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." These awards are evidence of that truth. They are the harvest of our lives faithfully sown in service, love, and perseverance. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Dr. Ann Watts, who served as a mentor for many, including my mother, who continues to benefit from her wisdom, guidance, and unwavering support. It is truly an honor to celebrate servant leadership here in her home church. I also want to extend a heartfelt thanks to Dr. Beverly Key for organizing this beautiful celebration. Thank you for your faithfulness in making sure moments like this are not overlooked. So today we say thank you to our servant leaders and to our mentors and to all those who continue to serve. May God bless you, and may we all be inspired to carry on this work moving forward. And I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to ask you all to help me wish a happy birthday to my younger sister who came to celebrate with us today. Thank you.
Thank you all so very kindly. What an amazing, amazing, amazing time we are having thus far. And so now we have come to the most exciting part of the ceremony. Amen. Let's clap our hands for our honorees as we prepare to honor them and celebrate them for their tremendous accomplishments and for their awesome work. At this time, we will have the welcome of our new honorees by State Representative Deborah Bazemore of District 89. Oh, 69, amen. All right, thank you. And then we will have the purpose by Dr. Beverly Key, our awesome and amazing Executive Director, followed by a musical selection by Michaela and Mia Brown, amen. And then we will come back for the roll call of our honorees, assisted by Miss Victoria Moore. Thank you.
Good afternoon. And I know you got scared when he said state representative because you're thinking a politician, she's going to be up here forever. Oh, no. I'm taking the lead of the Reverend Taylor. I am a public servant, and that's what I go by, a public servant. But I want to thank God for Jesus. I want to thank God for each and every one up here. I want to thank God for allowing this day to be. So I can say to Dr. Durley, I also am a recipient. And you know what? It says Lifetime Achievement Award. Can you remember everything you did in your life? I could not, and I know everybody can't, but guess what? Somebody remembered. And you know why we know they remembered? Because we have people right back here that are receiving an award for their lifetime of service. And that is awesome. Give them a hand. And I'm gonna be short. I was in DC, okay, for the Congressional Black Caucus. But when I got a call and got asked by my sister and my friend, Dr. Beverly Key, to come and address and welcome the honorees, yes. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, got on the first thing smoking to be here so that I could be here to honor everybody. And I know you all, family and friends, are here to witness these honorees to receive that Lifetime Achievement Award. One thing I want to say, because after I received mine, people would try to diminish the fact Oh, you haven't gone to college or the university. No, I have done a lifetime of work. That adds up to more than the books. Do not let anybody diminish your recognition today. Nobody. There's a reason why they're sitting here, because it's a lifetime. And so I just want to say again, thank you, and I'm done, because I want you to see your family and friends get their award.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. First of all, I want to thank God for life, health, and strength. And I want to thank you for the Atlanta community. If it wasn't for you, I would not be where I am today, along with God and my parents. There's a woman up on your screen. I was going through a process and changing jobs, had just come from corporate America, from Chicago, and I thought I knew a little something. And so I had worked with the television industry for a while, and I ended up coming to Atlanta. And in coming to Atlanta, I had an opportunity to work with your member, Dr. Ann Wimbush Watts. You need to know this story, because if it was not for Dr. Ann Wimbush Watts, all 1,060 of these honorees would not be celebrated. It was because of Dr. Watts. I came into her office one day. I got the job working there. I was actually managing or overseeing the UPS Scholars Program under Dr. Watts. Well, I thought I knew a little something, and I could bring these corporate processes and go into this school and really help their process. And so there was a wonderful woman who had been there many years, probably 30 years. Everybody knows Dr. Bentley. And I went into the office, and I was trying to explain how I could make this office better. And it didn't work out too well. Dr. Watts called me into her office, and she said to me, Dr. Key, at that time, Beverly, Miss Key, I want you to sit in that chair. I got something to tell you. 2 things in life I want you to do. My mother used to tell me the same thing. I want you to listen and respect the past. And I kept listening to her, and she said, I want you to listen and respect the past. Now, the highlight of my time at Morehouse College was, of course, seeing these young men prosper. But what happened, we brought the first black president of the United States to Morehouse College as a commencement speaker. So I enjoyed seeing that I could order his regalia. But what was more exciting to me was working with Dr. Watts and meeting a lot of phenomenal women who had been mentored by her, like Dr. Ramel Thompson and Dr. Carolyn Walker, and just seeing other people in the environment, Dr. Clarissa Myrick Harris, and many more. And I said, I want to mirror them, because they always stood with boldness. They understand what their mission was, and they did not let anyone move them into a direction that they knew was wrong. So when it was time for me to change careers, because Dr. Watts was leaving. So I figured out, no, let me just go on and stay here and see if I can apply for a job. She said, no, you get out of here. I want you to go back to corporate America. I had a call to work for 2 of the biggest drug developers in the world. I knew nothing about drugs. I knew nothing about the pharmaceutical industry in Washington. She said, I want you to take that job. And I said, okay, Dr. Watts, I'm going to do that. I go to Washington. I interviewed with some of the biggest drug developers in the world, and I got the job. I'm working as a liaison between the FDA and lobbyist role, working with a paper pusher with their drug patents. So what finally happened, I'm watching them, And I'm saying, we got this networking thing wrong. Just going in the room, standing, taking a picture with people with name recognition, taking cards, and we're going back home and nothing is happening. So maybe I need to create a platform where we can come together, build community and individual goals without compromise. What does that mean? I'm not jealous of you because you have something to contribute that's different than myself. God created flowers and they're all different. So I wrote this little layout of this program, and I was talking to a girlfriend of mine and she said, I need to send this to the Points of Light. The next thing I notice is I get this letter that says, will you present presidential honors? I was just like you. When I got the call, I'm like, wait a minute, now, me? You know, God can use anybody, but people say that he can't. So what happened? Once I got the honor or received the message, I called Dr. Watts. I said, Dr. Watts, I just got a call or a letter to present presidential honors. She said, Dr. Key, I want you to tell you something. Do not give one honor until you go back and you serve and you honor your history. So what I did is I decided to come to Morehouse College and honor all of the civil rights leaders that had never been honored. So I was able, your community. Dr. Ann Watts was one. Dean Carter was one. The Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. was one. The Honorable Julian Bond was one posthumously. The Honorable Hosea Williams, and Miss Zernona Clayton, the Honorable Carolyn Long Banks, all from the Atlanta area. I have been all over the United States presenting these honors. And now it is your time. Today, to add to that list, we will have Douglas Blackman, the Honorable Tyrone Brooks, Elder Kimberly Michelle Brown, Dr. Zarita Christine Buchanan, Cynthia Wyatt Cody, Raymond B. Cody, the Honorable Monica Ewing, Steve Flores, Deborah Francis, Keith L. Hines, Reverend Dr. Brian Keith Hodges, Harold Hubbard, retired Colonel Constance Mack Andrews, Lavon Mercer, Dr. Betty Parker Smith, President Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice, Dr. Lisa Renee Shannon, Dr. Cynthia Neal Spence, Julie Seals Moloch. Our youth recognition, Aubrey Allen, Ariel Hibbert, Jasmine Stamper, and posthumous honor, Ronald Alvin Johnson. Now I will read the letter that will be given to each one of our honorees from the president, former president of the United States. The disclaimer, these awards, we vetted all of these honorees during the 24-25 calendar year. What that means is at that time, President Biden was actually in office, so he signed off on all of their President's Lifetime Achievement Awards. And this is before I read this letter, let me say this right quick. This is a little reunion for me, because 20 years ago, before I really started this, and none of us were where we are now, we were all trying to figure it out with this mentoring thing. Reginald Johnson, Deborah Bazemore, Miss Patricia Olden, and Miss Vicki Lee. I knew them all when I didn't even know what was going on. And it's funny to see how God can move you. When God tells you to move, you gotta move, because you never know what you're going to come back and do. I ended up in Chicago serving on the board of Stedman Graham's foundation, Athletes Against Drugs. When I told this crew, they got on a plane. Reggie, they kind of got on a plane and came. And when we saw what the professional athletes were really doing in the communities, it was Reginald Johnson said to me, Dr. Key, or Beverly at that time, we can do this. Just last week or 2 weeks ago, we honored all 32 team presidents, NFLPA presidents, that were active in their communities. 17 of them we were able to present their honors. So be careful also what you speak into existence. Surround yourself with people who believe in your vision. With that said, I'm going to read this letter, and I'm going to ask all of the honorees, including our posthumous honor family member, Mr. Ronald Johnson's wife, raise your hand, and you are going to receive a blue folder with the letter in it in your hand. The American story depends not on any one of us, not on some of us, but on all of us. I congratulate you on taking it upon yourself to contribute to the public good, and I'm proud to present you with the President's Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of your 4,000 hours of service to this great nation. Throughout our country's history, the American story has been strengthened by those who combine an optimism about what can be with the resilience to turn that vision into reality. I know I'm not alone in recognizing that those who are willing to step up and volunteer in service of community and country are essential to the ongoing work of forming our more perfect union. By sharing your time and passion, you are helping discover and deliver solutions to the challenges we face, solutions that we need now more than ever more. We are living in a moment that calls for help and light and love, hope for our futures, light to see our way forward, and love for one another. Through your service, you are providing all three. On behalf of the American story, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to you for your volunteer leadership, and I encourage you to continue to answer the call to serve. The country is counting on you. Joseph R. Biden, Jr. Can we have our honorees raise your hand? And he is going to give everyone one of those folders. I think we have our youth. How many of our youth are they up here? Is everybody up here? The youth one? Did you all? What we're going to do, I would like to introduce, first of all, I would like for all of the honorees I see here that are here. Ms. Ponzi, do you want to come on up front? Ms. Teresa Ponzi, I see you back there. Dora, I see you there. Who else is? Andrew, you want to come on up here? You all can come up here. Andrew is like my son. Come on, you can come on up. You come on up with, come on, Andrew. Ms. Ponzi, can you all? Yeah, Kimbo, definitely. Kimbo was with us with our NFL. He has a phenomenal story. Come on, Kimbo, come on up here. You got to. We had a great time in Washington, D.C. last week. Come on. Have you sit down? You want to sit? Well, you want to sit down there? Sit there. Sit there. That's fine. Andrew, you want to sit? Well, you can sit back there. You can go back there. You guys can go sit there. No, Andrew doesn't get one of those. He's already had all of that. And I would also like to introduce you to, we have two here. You have two here. You have Mr. Hubbard and Mr. Hines. I also would like to give Lieutenant retired Beverly Marson out of West Palm Beach, Florida. She flies all over the country when we have these awards, giving of her time. And I want to thank her for just being awesome. She's been with us every day. Thank you. So after we have our next selection, we are going to get right into the part of the ceremony that you came here for. Thank you. And these are the daughters of our honoree elderly Kimberly Michelle Brown.
Lord, I will lift mine eyes to the hills, knowing my help is coming from you. Your peace you give me in time of the storm. You are the source of my strength. You are the strength of my life. I lift my hands in total praise to Lord, I will lift mine eyes to the hills, knowing my help is coming from you. Your peace you give me in time of the storm.
Testing. Now, the real story is this. You all gonna make me start singing again now. Now, don't get it wrong now. All of us can sing, not just John P. Key. All the sisters and brothers can sing now. Now, that's another career. I'll let you know when I release mine, okay? But I got some sisters that can, and nieces and nephews, we can do the same thing. But no, you can tell I love music. Music is a part of the community, and I want to thank you. So it's time. I want to also thank Mary Curry from the 17th Southern Area Director of the Links that's here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A little late, but we don't forget. What I want to do now, first of all, is tell you it is your time. And in respect for the program, as I told you, all of these hosts, stand up, stand up, Dr. White, Dr. Clarissa Myrick White Harris, newlywed, okay, White. We also, Dr. Ramel, would you please stand? Carol Walker, would you stand? Even you stand, Elder Kimberly Brown, you stand. I want to get everybody who nominated honorees. This didn't just start. Reginald Johnson, would you please stand? You nominated your brother. And others. This didn't just start, as I said, this year. It was last year. So our goal was to make sure we get all of our certificates, lifetime achievement certificates. Then we start on our medals ordering. And at the time, when it was time, our new administration wanted to put a pause. AmeriCorps is a part of our organization that supplies us with our medals and our, some of the good stuff. And they just said we were putting it on pause for a little bit. So with that said, they didn't shut it down, just put it on pause. Just so you will know, is all of these honorees will be receiving gold medals and their pins. So, in Washington, you learn how to shift. When they shift, you shift, and you make it worth your while. All of these people are deserving of their lifetime achievement certificates. So guess what? We're here, and we're going to give it to them. And as soon as they release those medals, we will have them. They will look just like what Lieutenant Morrison has on, and the lifetime pin. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to this is what's going to happen. We have our photographer. You're going to be seated. You're going to be wherever is comfortable for you. And we're going to call the name. Miss Victoria is going to call the name of the honoree. Now, some of our honorees, a few of them was traveling or couldn't be here. So we know who's actually going to receive for them. And so we're going to ask her to just call the name, and they're going to come up. When they call the name, they're going to be escorted, the honoree, down the steps. You're going to stand here between myself and Reverend Taylor. Once we present the honoree with the certificate, I will shake your right hand. That is correct. And Pastor Taylor will shake your hand as well. We will stand here, pause for a second for the photographers to take pictures, and then you can go back. We want to ask all of those, if you're going to take a picture in the audience, just make sure you're not blocking somebody else that's taking a picture. So we just want to be respectful to that. So I think we're ready.
Good afternoon. Our first honoree is Elder Kimberly Michelle Brown.
Now, Kimberly, I had a chance to work together at Morehouse College, so I know her capabilities, and I'm so proud of all of her work.
Dr. Zarita Christine Buchanan. Cynthia Wyatt Cody.
Can I get you to call the husband up as well?
Also Raymond B. Cody.
This is a phenomenal family focusing on art and creative art. And then you have the husband who's one of our, I guess, great artists. And we want to thank him for his beautiful wife and all of the wonderful things that they do. I just want to say this. I was down in Tuscaloosa, and I honored her aunt, who was a great educator down there. So I told her I know her story. So I'm proud of her. She was also the director of technology at Macy's for years. So you don't know who's in the room. Let's see. Thank you. And let me tell y'all, I know your stories. They'll tell you that now.
The Honorable Monica Ewing.
Chief Justice Ewing, I want to say. Now, this was the first, one of the first black women that were actually lawyers in the entertainment industry. People, Billboard, you all better know who's in the room. An amazing woman. And we just want to say thank you for being everything that you are and basically coming to that level or rising to that level to be a judge. And now you are the Honorable Chief Judge. Thank you.
Steve Floors.
Ooh, Vision Bear, Vision Bear. Let people be who they are. Vision Bear and I had a conversation on the phone right quick, and he was so honored talking about his heritage and his family. Stand up, his son, who's in the United States Marines. Stand up. Let's give all of our military servicemen a hand.
Keith L. Hines.
Come on up, Mr. Hines. Now, Mr. Hines had an opportunity to be with us. I want to call Mr. Hines the connector, opportunity connector. Mr. Hines came with us as we honored those in the NFL community, and he often talked about he wanting to connect resources with resources and help people to find opportunity. I told him just keep doing the work and keep growing, and we are really proud of all the work that he's doing.
Reverend Dr. Brian Keith Hodges.
Who's going to receive it? Thank you. We want to thank Reverend Hodges. I know he could not be here, but he is also one of our community leaders that's making a difference in our community. So we want to thank this gentleman. Angelo Sanders is coming to receive it for him. Thank you.
Harold Hubbard.
Okay, let me talk for a second while we are on our way. Now, what are you doing? I'm manager. You want me to come down? We're going to come down there. Let me tell you all who this awesome man is. This is one of the original Harlem Globetrotters. All right? All right? Let me tell you what drew me to him. Because when I saw, and where's his beautiful fiance wife? Is she here? When she stand, that's right. What really drew me to him is because he's now focusing on children and youth and writing books. And when I saw that, I was mesmerized. But this is the original one who was with Curly and Mo and all of those. And so I saw a ball back there. I think it's mine, so don't you guys get it, okay? We're going to come down to you. He said he has some knee surgery. I said, look, we coming down to you. You paid your dues. If you want to come, you come. Don't come far. Don't take care. All right. Let's stand right. Can you come over here? And we're not going to. Oh, you want to come over here? Look. Reggie, you can come up. Reggie, you want to come up here? Reggie. Now, Reggie played with the 76ers. Reggie, come on over here. You come on here. These are his friends. Come on. Okay, Hall of Famer. Thank you.
Lavon Mercer.
Okay, Lavon is not here. Lavon, actually, Reginald Johnson is going to receive it for him. He was actually one of the Spurs. Then he went overseas and played ball in Italy. But he's one of our servants here in Metro Atlanta that's making a difference. So Reggie's brought a lot of people to the table. So we're grateful. All right, Reggie. You got your ring on, too. He got that 76ers ring. Now, Reginald played with Dr. J.
They don't know who Dr. J is.
Oh, they don't know who Dr. J is. I'm sorry, Reg. Now you tell you how old I am. I'm sorry, Reg. Look him up. Okay.
Dr. Betty Parker Smith.
Ooh, Dr. Betty Parker Smith. She was an executive provost at Tougaloo University, and now she is the president emeritus provost. But she also was the president, vice president at Dillard. President emeritus. At Dillard? Interim president at Dillard University. Look at this beautiful woman. Beautiful. Beautiful. You all better ask somebody. We got a lot of history here. That's right. We got to honor those who open doors for us. We really do. Yes.
President Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice.
Okay, the president of Morehouse School of Medicine. Now, Dr. Ramel Thompson, let me just say this. Dr. Ramel Thompson was in Washington, D.C. with us a few weeks ago, and she really got a chance to meet other honorees, doctors, lawyers from all over the country. And we understand the value of knowing who's in the room. Not everybody wants to recommend their boss for an award. And Dr. Rice is a phenomenal woman, and we want to thank her. She's not here for her service. Thank you for what they're imparting on the young medical students at Morehouse School of Medicine. And we want to send love and send energy and let them know that we love them. And we thank you, Dr. Ramel, for having a daughter and also being a mentee of Dr. Watts. We know what's important, and we thank you. Thank you for Dr. Rice.
Dr. Lisa Renee Shannon.
Now, I want to say right quick, you know, they don't know when we were on the phone, I'm actually interviewing them. But I really wasn't interviewing because it was almost like Dr. Shannon and I just became like, I mean, look, when are you going to call back? It was so much history and so much love. Georgia State. Is that correct? Yes, ma'am. Social justice. Is it social? The area.
Africana Studies.
Africana
Yes,
Studies.
ma'am.
Now watch this. When I talked to her, the love and respect that she had for her family and parents, I want you all to know that, Mom and Dad. She made it clear how you were, how you instilled greatness in her even as a child. And so I just want to thank you for your service, and I'm looking forward to her working with us on the Meeting of the Minds, where we bring all of these honorees together. And I thank you for her excellence, and we want to thank her family as well. Thank you.
Dr. Cynthia Neal Spence.
You know, Dr. Spence is just a powerhouse, an educator from Spelman College. So she's about, you already know she's about her business. So she's not playing with the youth. She's not playing. And it is so important that we realize that we have great women in our communities that's educating our daughters. So we want to tell her thank you for all that she's doing. Thank you.
Aubrey Allen.
Okay, we want to do this. I want to do this together, and I got to preach for a half a second. When it comes to our young people, we have to groom them in the right way. Now, there's a young lady that I bring with me all the time, and I mentor. Find somebody to mentor. Find somebody so you can share experiences and help and uplift. And I'm really proud. I hired her, I think, 30 years ago, and she's always looking and wanting to know what's out there for us. And I'm proud. I know you're not going to stand up. Raise your hand, Miss Dora. She always comes and helps out. But I was telling Dora the other day, I want you to listen to this. Dora and older individuals, it is very important that we understand technology now. It is very important that you get some of these youth and sit down to educate you and tell you what AI is. It is very important because so many things can be going on right in front of you. You can see illusions that you think it's something and it means something else. So technology is important. There were 3 young ladies, and one thing about Dr. Clarissa Myrick Harris White, she don't play when it comes to, none of them, when it comes to these honorees. She said, I have 3 young ladies that I want to honor. I want you all to listen. And I said, 3 young ladies? She said, yes. This was like closer to the end of us putting all of this together. She said they designed an app, I want you to hear me, for epilepsy. Let me finish. They competed in a competition between, help me if I got it right, China, Canada, and the United States people, and they won first place. And while we honor them, I want their parents to come stand behind them, whoever is here, because they didn't do it by themselves. Their mamas made them, as they say, I'm going to talk like I'm from the South, made them go in there and do their lesson. You understand? Y'all hear what he said? Daddy too. So I want to see, let me call the names one again. Aubrey Allen. All of you all can come. All of you all can come. Aubrey Allen, Ariel Hibbert, Jasmine Stamper. Come on down. Okay, Aubrey is in college. At where? USC. Now, see, they showing out already. Come on, Mom. Now, these are these two. Is these two? You the mother? I'm the mother. Girl, stop. I thought. Ooh, Ariel and Jasmine. Look, I know I got some stuff I want y'all to create for me. I tell you, I am so proud of you. And we were trying to figure out what could we do, because we couldn't get you the Lifetime Achievement Award. And so whenever we were trying to get them, and there's a youth award, so you will be getting that. But we wanted to give each of you a plaque. And the plaque says, I'm going to keep it here, it says, above and beyond, with deepest appreciation for soaring past expectations and uplifting others with unwavering dedication, inspiring excellence in all you do. Your impact reaches above and beyond. Congratulations on behalf of Premier Coalition Partners, Community Group, all of the honorees all over the country, and from the former President of the United States, AmeriCorps, and the Points of Light, we thank you for your service and continue to soar. And congratulations to the parents. We're going to give each one of you one. There's yours. Now, are you going to take, okay, where's Mom? There's yours. Can we take a picture with all of them, and then can we get a picture of the parents? I want them to have, yeah. Let's get you two. Mom, you want to stand in for your daughter? You want to stand in for your daughter? Yes. Okay. Can we get all the parents to come in now? Parents. We want to get the parents by themselves. Let's get the parents. We get the parents by themselves. Wait, let's get these parents. Let's look at these parents who motivated these kids. Let's see these parents. Let's come on here. Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you.
The posthumous honoree is Ronald Alvin Johnson.
I want the Johnson family, whoever, how many we can fit, and Reginald to come up. And like I said, I've known Reggie a long time. And I remember when they first invited me to Ellenwood, and they wanted me to come out. And see, he's not telling everything. It was because he's very humble. They have a parade where they honor the family. Reggie has everybody. He pulls all of his former NFL players together. And they have a podcast that's coming called Legends, Lunch with Legends. So be on the lookout. They are busy. His aunt just had a park named after her. So what is the name of the park, Reggie?
Alice Bussey White.
Alice Bussey White.
Alice White Bussey Park.
It is in Ellenwood.
Yeah, Ellenwood.
Okay. We want you all to come. And thank you, Miss Linda. I thank you so much for your husband's work. And the work continues. You have your son, and we are so proud of the Johnson family. So when they call on you, answer. Thank you.
Tell everybody from down there to raise their hand.
Everybody from Ellenwood, raise your hand. Okay. Ooh. Let me make you all laugh. And to my family, Reggie is like my family. How many of you all was it?
We don't want to say that.
How many, Reggie? No, it was 18. It was 16 of us. I mean, you'd have heard it on enough records, I'm sure. It's 16 of us. It was 16 of us and it was 18 of you guys.
18.
So I get it. Yeah. But they're working, hard workers. So we want to thank you, Miss Linda. Did you get it? Thank you. Yeah. Now, Miss Clarissa Myrick Harris, before you come and give the charge, you are going to accept the award for Mr. Douglas Blackman, who was one of your honorees, as well as the Honorable Tyrone Brooks. And you're talking about a history teacher. This is the one, and I appreciate her so much. So she's going to take both of the awards, but we can take a picture with them. Okay, go on. Let her give her the award. Yes. Everybody knows the Honorable Tyrone Brooks. He's a civil rights leader here. Now, before she gives a charge, I want to say to you all, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm getting ready to climax these events so that we can build something else out of this until the program moves forward. As I said, our goal next year is to bring all of the honorees together. We have phenomenal honorees all over the place. Next week, I go to Durham, which is my hometown. And I will honor the first black mayor of Durham, North Carolina, posthumously, Mayor Chester Jenkins. I've honored several university presidents, Johnson C. Smith University, North Carolina Central University, both former presidents and presidents. We're getting ready to honor the Honorable Howard Lee, who was the first black mayor of an all-white city in Chapel Hill. We are going to my goal is to tell people that everything is possible. People are people. Learn to love, find out where your strengths are, and build on each other. Dr. Ann Watts, my message to you is this. Thank you for telling us to keep our heads high, keep moving forward, and as Dr. Durley told me this morning, it doesn't matter what people say about you. The only thing that matters is what you think. With that said, let's give all of our honorees a good hand, a great hand. Okay. We just heard Dr. Bazemore just said something that she wanted to announce to our young people. I'm going to let her do it, and I want to say thank you. I'm going to sit down, I promised you, so you can go home and eat and celebrate with your family, and so that I can get back on the road tomorrow and go back to Washington, D.C. So you all pray for me. Ms. Bazemore. Yes.
I just wanted to let you know, I do listen and I take in. So I heard about our young people. The president that's sitting there now might stop some things, but he can't stop Georgia State Assembly. So what I'm going to do is make sure they receive a resolution for what they have done. When we go back in session in January, they will get a resolution from the state of Georgia.
this has been wonderful, wonderful. I'm Dr. Clarissa Myrick Harris White, and just one more round of applause, first of all, for Dr. Beverly Key. Phenomenal woman who, I don't know how she does it every year over the last three, this is the fourth year that she has done these programs, these ceremonies, Lifetime Achievement and Volunteer Service Awards. In how many places? 4?
Well, no, it's been probably about 12 places.
Oh my goodness. Wow, phenomenal. So I'm here to give the charge to the new honorees. I thank you for asking me to do this. I was a 2022 honoree and worked with Beverly on the very first ceremony that she did at Morehouse College. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful honor to be here. It's a wonderful honor to have been an awardee, and it is such a blessing to be here to give the charge to the new honorees. Earlier, Dr. Taylor quoted Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and one of his famous quotes about the importance of volunteering and the fact that anyone can be a volunteer. Everyone has that opportunity. No matter who you are, where you are, you can volunteer, provide service to help others. Well, Mrs. Coretta Scott King also was a phenomenal woman who not only supported her husband, but was a phenomenal volunteer around the world throughout her lifetime. And she once said, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. A heart of grace and a soul generated by love," she quoted her husband there. She also told us, "When you are willing to make sacrifices for a great cause, you will never be alone." And then carrying on the dream of her husband, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Mrs. King reaffirmed the quest for the beloved community. Reverend King described that, and she asserted that it is an achievable society that must be built through courage and determination and through education and training. And even now, in the midst of this time, these challenging times, we have to affirm, and this ceremony, these awards affirm that the beloved community is possible if we have individuals who are willing to give of themselves in service. Each of you, among the 24 recipients of the U.S. Presidential Lifetime Achievement and Volunteer Service Awards for 2024-2025 here in Atlanta, each of you embodies the courage and determination desperately needed to continue the quest to build the beloved society. Today, we charge each of you to continue your mission, your commitment, and passion for the work you have chosen to do in service of humanity. Your work to be a champion for the human rights, social justice, dignity, education, health for women, men, children here in your community, the state, the region, the nation, in ways that have potential to really reverberate around the world. You are being honored because you are living examples of the values that are being devalued in today's world. Values such as empathy, compassion, generosity, truth, and love. You and your work in the community are visible reminders of what is possible when people dedicate their time and talent to a cause larger than themselves. Let this honor remind you of the profound impact you have made and continue to make. We charge you to use your recognition not only to honor your past work, but to inspire future action. Your leadership and service have already motivated many, and now, with this honor, your voice will carry even farther. We ask you to use your platform to spread the word about the importance of service in the workplace and in the community. We charge you to mentor new volunteers, as many of you already have been doing. Mentor these new volunteers, these new servant leaders, and challenge you. And we also challenge you to challenge those around you to find their own way to contribute. And the last. As you leave here this afternoon, we charge you to continue your journeys with renewed passion. Reaffirm your commitment to be a driving force for good in the world. We have recognized your outstanding service, and now we depend you to carry the torch. Thank you for your incredible work. And may you continue to inspire and uplift all those whose lives you touch. Congratulations. May God, the Spirit, and the ancestors bless you. Congratulations.
Amen, and thank you so very kindly, Dr. White. What a phenomenal afternoon this has been, and the second greatest part of this program is the fact that when we look at the cover, it says it begins at 1 and it ends at 3. Well, if we look at our watches, we're right on schedule. And so I'm going to ask Ms. Vicki, come real quick, please. She's got something, a very special presentation really quickly. And then we're going to ask for Bishop Antonia Arcil to come and give us our closing prayer. And I bid you all a good afternoon.
You almost messed up my little plans today. Good afternoon. Dr. Key, your generosity has been the cornerstone. Your generosity has been the cornerstone of many of our journeys. I've known you about 30 years. That's all of my life. So that means that look. You've been my mentor, my friend, and my sister. So on behalf of the nominees, I would like to present these beautiful flowers you spoke on earlier today.
Thank you. And I want to encourage Vicki. Vicki lost a son this year, but she's striving. And we want to be there for each other to tell everybody. We're going to go through life's issues and problems, and things are going to happen. But know you have a home and people that will help you to keep striving. Thank you, Vicki. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, actually, I understand that Bishop was not able to make it today, and so I guess I'll just do it myself. Let's stand. Again, we say thank you to Dr. Key. We say congratulations to all of our amazing and phenomenal honorees, and we thank all of you, family, friends, supporters. Dr. Durley, God bless you. And to all of you for coming out today, we say thank you. Let's bow our heads. Our Father and our God, how excellent is thy name, how marvelous are thy works. How we thank you for this time.